Going over the section of the Torah, the Bible, that deals with donations for building the Mishkan, the Tabernacle, a couple interesting things struck me this morning. One is that when there was enough donations, the workers didn't go to Bezalel, the person who was in charge of the construction. Rather, they went to Moshe to tell him that, hey, the people gave enough. They can stop giving. And also, the obvious question is, how come we never find this again? We never find a scenario where the charity organization says, hey, you know what, we have enough. You know, we see constantly like a charity sets a goal of, let's say, $100,000 for their fundraiser, and they reach that goal, and then they go into bonus round. Yay! Why don't they stop getting donations and say, hey, we did it, we got the 100,000, nobody donate anything more. So I think that a possible answer to the first question is that really Bezalel was only given over to supervise the construction of the items for the Mishkan, the Tabernacle. He wasn't given over any of the responsibility about how much should be given and donated. And also, we don't really find him being like a supervisor that's constantly going around going, hey, do it this way, do it that way. There's no indication of that in the Torah. So, you know, he probably was more like a hands-off supervisor that was relying on people to do what they were supposed to and occasionally giving their input. And since he wasn't involved in the financial aspect, they just went to Moshe, who was in charge of everything, and said, hey, guess what? We got enough. Now, how come this isn't repeated? How come we don't find those charities today saying, hey, you know what, we reached our $100,000 goal, you know, stop donating? Maybe it's because when it came time to build the Mishkan, everything was done with special insight from God. God gave everybody the insight, the wisdom of what needed to be done, and they knew specifically how much was actually needed for every aspect of it, because they were given that wisdom from Hashem, from God. And we don't have that, unfortunately, today. So when it came time to build a Mishkan, and they knew, hey, you know what, I need like a certain amount of gold for this, a certain amount of copper for this. When they had that amount, they knew exactly they had enough. When we set goals for charity, such as like we wanted to have a $100,000 fundraiser, $200,000 fundraiser, whatever it is, you know, we're just setting an arbitrary goal. You know, we don't know how much we need. We don't know what the future is going to be. So therefore, there is really no aspect of saying, hey, we got enough, stop giving, because tomorrow, maybe we'll need it. Thank you, and have a wonderful day. Everybody should stay safe out there.